In this video, I'm going to explain the basic rules of the past tense, the pretérito imperfecto in the Spanish language. First, we will have a look at the form, and then I'll discuss the rules about when to use this past tense. So how do we form this past tense? We first distinguish between verbs ending in AR and verbs ending in ER or IR, because both the verbs ending in ER and IR have the same verb endings. Now we take the stem and then we attach the endings of the pretérito imperfecto to it. Now instead of translating hablaba with talked, the used to talk comes closer to the real meaning of this past tense. So hablaba, I used to talk. Hablabas, you used to talk. Hablaba, he or she or it used to talk. Hablábamos, we used to talk. Hablabais, you used to talk. And hablaban, they used to talk. Now important to notice is that both the first person singular yo and the third person singular él, ella, usted have the same ending. So in this case you will need extra information about the subject in order to know who the subject of the sentence is. Then comer, and the endings comía, comías, comía, comíamos, comíais, comían. And also in this case we used to eat instead of ate. And finally a verb ending in IR, vivir, vivía, vivías, vivía, vivíamos, vivíais, vivían. And also with the verbs ending in ER and IR, you see that both the first person singular and third person singular have the same ending. Then, a small bright spot of this past tense. There are only 3 verbs with an irregular pretérito imperfecto. Ser, to be, ir, to go, and ver, to see. Using the past tenses correctly is a huge challenge for many people learning Spanish. It's also still for me. The good news is that making mistakes when using past tenses does not automatically lead to serious communication problems. In most cases, your Spanish companion will perfectly understand what you mean. Furthermore, I want to add that I absolutely do not pretend that my explanation is complete nor watertight. That's never the case with a language. But if you use the following basic rules, you are already on the right track. Now, when to use this past tense? When describing habits or repeated actions in the past. Or when describing people, things, or situations from the past and no beginning or end is indicated. The pretérito imperfecto can best be regarded as the background against which something took place. Now, signal words that can help in deciding whether or not to use this past tense are antes, before, cada día, every day, todos los domingos, every Sunday, siempre, always, normalmente, usually, a menudo, often. All these kind of signal words indicate a certain repetition or a habit. And here are a few examples. Mi hermana tocaba el piano cuando era joven. My sister played the piano when she was young. Siempre comíamos en casa. We always ate at home. Hacía mucho calor. It was very warm. La calle estaba desierta. No había nadie. The street was deserted. There was no one. So now you know what the pretérito imperfecto is, the forms, and you have a pretty good idea of when to use this past tense.